welcome to Get Fit Friday. Today I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about how to use a foam roller and a lacrosse ball, which could also be tennis ball, a yoga ball, any kind of like small, harder, textured ball that doesn't want to have a lot of squish to it. You can use for working out some tight muscles. So I'm just going to demonstrate a few things that you can do just to kind of help keep your body moving and keep those muscles and fascia that covers the muscles stretched out really nice. So first off, I'm going to use the foam roll for a little bit. So one thing you can do is just kind of roll out your spine. So I'm going to lay on top of the foam roll, kind of put it where my shoulder blades are. And just do a little hip bridge, hold on to my neck to support my head and neck. And then all I'm going to do is kind of keep my elbows in tight and just kind of roll along my spine, up and down. I usually don't go too far into my lower back because it's usually not needing this particular stretch, but you can go a little bit lower if you would like to. Just try not to hyperextend your lower back. And then in the upper back, you can add a little bit of a back bend over it, just to kind of loosen things up a little more along different segments, or potentially a little bit of a forward bend as you're rolling. So that's one exercise you can try. You can also turn it sideways and lay on top of it. So I can get it straight here, so that your head and your back and your lower back, they're all supported on there. And then you can raise your arms up overhead, trying not to let your lower back get any air underneath of it. I don't know if you can see my back very good with this shirt, but going up overhead like that. You can also just go out to the side, kind of in a T shape, and just try to let your hands reach the floor, and then you can combine the two into almost a snow angel motion. Stretching out all the shoulder muscles, pecs, lats, even in between the shoulder blades are getting a little stretched. I also like to do a butterfly, so I'm bringing my elbows tight and then trying to open them up to the sides, trying to reach the floor or as close as I can get to the floor, like so. From this position, you can also do some core exercises, so just laying, trying to keep that back flat, and then add a march step. Not letting your back move. I use hands just a little bit for stabilization, so I'm not slipping and rolling everywhere. You can also do both legs. Trying again to keep that lower back as flat as you can. Okay, so there's some options there. Another thing I like to do is roll along the gluteals. The piriformis is one of the big ones. So you can cross your ankle on top of your knee and then kind of lean onto that hip that's crossed and just roll up and down along the back of the gluteals there. That's a really good exercise to stretch those out. I'm just going to do the leg that you can see, and then I'll show you hamstrings as well. I usually just cross my one leg over the top, roll all the way down to your knee, and back up, like so. Similar, you can do your IT bands along the side, and then back down. 1 to 2 minutes per muscle is pretty good. You can keep rolling and go to your quads as well. So again, you can kind of cross one foot on top of the other and kind of roll up and down that quad. Okay. Lastly, I'm going to show you a few things with the lacrosse ball. So this is a lacrosse ball, and you can do some upper trap releases by putting it right above your shoulder and then kind of laying on top of it while you're in a bridge and just holding. And that's doing a nice release on your upper trap. You can kind of wiggle it around a little bit and find the sore spot if you aren't quite on it. You can also place it between the shoulder blades and kind of do some arm movements while it's in there. to help stretch out some muscles there. You can even do some releases in your calf muscle as well. And so you just place it under your calf and just roll different parts of your calf muscle like so. You can also flip over and use it on the front side and do a little bit in your pec. So I can kind of place my arm in different places to try to mobilize that pec out a little bit. This one can also be used in the glutes like we did on the foam roll. So you just kind of sit on it and you can kind of roll all along that gluteal muscle. The lacrosse ball is a little more intense because it's smaller, more pinpointed. So don't do this if you're super sore. Stick with the foam roll for a little while until you're able to tolerate the lacrosse ball. So that's just your basic foam roll, lacrosse ball, muscle releases that you can start working on. If you have any questions or if there's any that I didn't cover that you wanted me to go over, I could do that for you, so just let me know in the comments below. Other than that, hope you have a great Friday and thank you for listening.